everyone. Welcome to the NRL Round 18 Punters Preview. Really exciting week this week. We've got a full 8 NRL games. Obviously, we're over the hump of most of State of Origin, but with the Reece Walsh drama and the Queensland injuries, it never stops, does it? So look, I'll get into very quickly, a little bit of Origin chat, and then we'll have a very quick look at last week's article and some of our picks and how they went, and then look forward. Before I get started, guys, you know that my name's Nicole. I'm the founder of Wicky. I've been running this company for just over 3 years now. We've done everything for free, no ads, all that kind of stuff. We had to change some of our stuff recently. We've got Wicky Premium, but really most of our stuff is still free. The only main advantage that you get if you punt quite a bit, or if you take your punting seriously, you get earlier access, you get full exclusive access to our data tools and our picks and all that kind of stuff. But by the time it gets out to most of you who obviously just punt for fun, the prices are still there, the value is still there, and we've just done really, really well, especially in the last sort of 7 weeks or so since Magic Round. If you've been following us for a while, I think if you follow us on TikTok and stuff, obviously on social media, I talk about our big wins at $81 and $151 and all that kind of stuff. But I've got 5, 10, 15, whatever it is, picks every single game. And now I'm obviously, with the bookies changing their odds, I'm changing my game as well. It's kind of sad to see that a lot of people, I guess I forgot that you can actually punt for fun, and a lot of you just punt for fun, and that's cool. But a lot of the times I see people put together 100 to 1 multis and stuff, but I'm putting out picks that are 100 to 1 that hit more consistently, I think, than same game multis. So whether you want to punt small amounts to win big, we do some of that. Obviously, gamble responsibly, be careful of all that kind of stuff. But we kind of offer both, right? We offer the big odds stuff if you want to have some fun with it, or if you want to find early value for our premium guys. For example, when the Panthers rested all of their players, that's when we're going to be one of my favorite things to talk about. But when the Panthers rested all their players, that news broke a few minutes before the final team update, 24-hour update before the game, Panthers Knights. A few minutes before, bang, I saw it on Twitter, broke it to our premium members. We all got on plus 10.5 Panthers. Knights, and then obviously the line got out to about 4 points, so -4 Panthers, and I got on -3.5 to hedge myself and try to win the middle, and the Panthers won by 8, I think it was, and we won the middle. So whether you're, if you're a serious punter and you punt quite a bit, or you punt quite a bit on the NRL, the $40 or the $100 a month that Wicky Premium is, you'll get your good sort of bang for buck over there. And if you punt for fun, or you just like talking shit about rugby league, fantasy, super coach, punting, draft stars, whatever it is, then our Discord is free, our content is free, our data tools are free. So just check it out. If you Google Wicky Linktree, you'll see all this free stuff over here. All our socials. Obviously, it really helps us if you like it and obviously get it across to your mates. But look, enough of that. Let's get into it. All the links for this stuff, by the way, all the podcasts that I'm doing now, the article that I do every week, our data tools, how to make sense out of all our stuff, our Facebook, all that kind of stuff. It's all here. It's all on this one page. Just Google Wicky Linktree. But let's move ahead, guys. So very quick look at last round. I think I was really proud with last round because if you've been following us for a while, you know that the bookies are making it not as easy for us to get winners. Like Spencer Leniu Magic Round was $101 to score the first try in the second half, which was a joke. And he got up, but he never should have been more than, say, 51 or even 61. And now every single week he's 41 or 51. But yeah, anyways, it's not as easy for us, but it's just making me work in a little bit of a different way, to be honest, and find winners for you guys. And obviously we had that amazing round 14, I think about 3 weeks ago, when we nailed 4 try scorers between $46 and $101 odds, which is freaking amazing, obviously. But last week, as I said, guys, they made us work a bit harder, and we did. So we had a few good winners. We got David Fafita, anytime try scorer at $4. In the game after that, Tommy Dearden, last try scorer at 29. And this was a clear sort of value pick here, because Dearden was paying much less on other bookies. His career strike rate doing first and last, especially the first try, is 12 or something. And I thought the Cowboys were going to compete with the Rabbitohs, even though plus 7.5. They ended up smacking the Rabbitohs, and obviously Dearden scored the last try, which is awesome. And funnily enough, a couple of tries before that was Ilias. So I was cheering the Ilias try on, thinking, oh, no more tries. I want to win this Ilias bet. and obviously did and got up anyway, which was amazing. And the last game of the round, Roosters Raiders, I don't think we had. Oh, that's right, yeah. So on our Discord, I put out a little play just to make the last game interesting. I think I found Matt Tomoko, the centre from the Raiders on the right side. His nugget is so strong, the bloody beast. Found him at $6.50 to score the first, second, or third try, and he scored the third try. So we had a nice little winner in there, but no big winners. Aside from that, I felt like there was a couple of other little winners in the other. Oh, yeah. So Panthers Knights, this game was freaking awesome. So I actually did TikTok live for the first time, like a Discord voice channel around this time. And we were cheering on a few different things, mainly that Knights plus 10.5 line, because a few of us obviously got on that early and got quite big on that. But aside from that, in terms of try scorers, we hit Kalen Ponga at $4 anytime try scorer, which is cool. The good one, though, the really juicy one, was Hastings' last try scorer team, Jackson Hastings, at $34, which was awesome. That held on for quite a bit because the Knights just couldn't score a try later in the game. And as I said to you guys before, we hit the middle. Knights plus 10.51 and Panthers minus 3.51. Actually, the line only got up to about 4.5, but I personally just found the pick your own line at 3.5. And I think, this game is awesome. This is when I did the TikTok live. That's right. So this was the Saturday night 7:30 game. I run Wicky, which is a sports data and tech company, but I'm personally shocking with using stuff like social media. So I tried TikTok live and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I tried the Discord voice channel. It was pretty cool. We actually had like 300 people, I think, come onto the TikTok live. Like most of them were only on for a little bit. But anyways, that was cool. And while that happened, Hamole Olakwatu scored the first try. So at any time try scorer play got up at juicy odds. And I think a couple of the lads even got on in the first try score at 26, which is really good odds as well. And from memory, for the Wiki Premium guys, it's not on here because the price disappeared by the time I wrote the article, I think. But for the Wiki Premium guys, first, second, and third try score at 10s got up as well for Olakwatu. What made it even better, though, is that Jerome Hughes scored the next try. So, yes, anytime try scorer got up for everyone. And again, for the Wiki Premium guys, we got the first, second, and third try scorer, I think at $10 odds as well on Jerome Hughes. So it was a dream start to this game. I think most of the guys, I always say to the guys that, like, chat in our group and who've been with us for a few months, that if you find prices like Olakwatu and Hughes, like I think their career strike rates would have them around $3 to score a try, or maybe even less. And you find them at $4.40, whatever it is. It doesn't mean that you just get on anytime try scorer. So we get on first, second, and third. We get on first team, last team, first try scorer, last try scorer, whatever. Like whatever you feel comfortable with, managing stakes that you're comfortable putting on and all that. But I've been doing this for over 10 years. So I'm more than happy when I find value. I like to hit it up in as many different ways as possible. So I get on ATS, first try scorer, last try scorer, team, first try scorer, last try scorer, FTS second half, all that kind of stuff. And first, second, or third, which is a really good price here as well. But anyways, look, enough about last round. As you can see, guys, I put a lot of work in, putting in like price updates on the morning of the game, putting in little previews, like with Origin, there's a lot of changes. So I tried to put like little notes on, Turbo and Munster being out, which edge might look better, all that kind of stuff. And to be honest, it kind of came out right. Like, obviously, I thought with DCE being like playing up against Munster's edge, they'll get a lot of ball, and then bang, he puts over Hamole for this first try on the right side. So anyways, let's move on to this round, guys. What I always do is I go straight into this is our odds comparison tool. The point of this, I'm not going to explain it in detail. You can Google Wiki Linktree, and I've got a video and an article explaining it. But the point of this thing is to find you the yellow is where the best prices are across the 5 big bookies in Australia. And then model value tells you, if it's green, then that means like if it's green and the higher the number it is, means that our model likes the best odds possible here. The yellow amongst these 5 sites here. Historical value means the higher it is, or if it's green, it just means that compared to that player's career strike rate of doing this, he's really good value. And market value is just looking at the yellow, so the best price compared to the second best price. So the backs, it doesn't make much of a difference. But you can see here, who's a good example of this? Like Dale Finnecane, not that you probably want to get on him, but he's $10.50 to score a try on Sportsbet, and he's like $8 or less everywhere else. So, it just helps you identify, if you sort by this stuff, it just helps you identify picks in different ways. But anyways, let's get straight into it. So first game, Sharks and Dragons, anytime try scorer. Model value, there's Telltale Monga. I don't really know why he's great odds here. I think our models sometimes when players go back and forth from winger and center might get a little bit confused, but I think like if you look at his career strike rate, I think it looks decent. Like the $4.80 is, 40 cents higher than the $4.40. I get it's a little bit of standout. I also don't think it's an amazing play. One that I actually like instead is probably the Talakai. Talakai 315. That looks like a decent price on Neds and Ladbrokes. Ravalawa, it was $3.20 somewhere last night. I think that might have been on one of the bookies that's only in premium, maybe. But I think I've put out Talakai, Ravalawa, and Wilton as picks in the Punters preview. But anyways, have a look at those to see if you like them. Just quickly, Ravalawa, $2.85 on Sportsbet, Wilton, $3.50 on 365, and Talakai, $3.15 on Neds and Ladbrokes. They are the best prices there. In terms of first try score for this game, I don't think there's any standouts, at least here. And then, market value. Oh, yes. So, Little, $67, first try scorer and last try scorer on Bet365. Absolutely love that play. I looked at his stats this year, and when he's been playing over 40 minutes, especially the last few weeks when they got rid of the idea of not playing him under hook, which is ridiculous. Anyways, he's got really good stats. He scored a try a couple of weeks ago. He had 2 line breaks in a game against the Dolphins, I think. Look, he's playing Cronulla and they're big outsiders. I get that, which is why I kind of like that juicy $67 price more than anything else. Because obviously early in the game, you never know. The Dragons could get up for it and then, piss away a lead later in the game. Anyways, I really like Little, $67, Bet365. Aside from that, high odds, it's still stuck around. So Blake Laurie, 126, Frankie Molo, 101, both first try scorer on Sportsbet, and Michael Molo is $101, first try scorer second half on Sportsbet as well. Aside from that, I don't think there's anything too much else for this game. I think Murdoch Masilla might have been a good price, but that might have been before. I think that's why I'm 67 somewhere. But anyways, I'll move on. Oh, and the other one I like is Jaden Sewer at 51. So he's been playing really well on that right edge next to Benny Hunt for the Dragons. Look, I get it. The Sharks 18-point favorites, but there's a lot of value on these Dragons players. And I don't like usually playing anytime try scorer for the guys from the outsider team, but I love these sort of juicy, high-priced first try scorer picks because if the team that's not expected to win just steps it up for the first 20, 25 minutes, scores a try early, that's kind of what you're looking for, these juicy prices. I'll move on, guys. Anytime try scorer, Warriors South, 6 p.m. game on Friday. It's going to be a cracker. Tohu Harris at $11 sports bet. A model loves it. His career strike rate and every other bookie, it's a really good price compared to everything else. I personally don't love it. Like his knees are shot. The Warriors are on fire, and Souths have been pretty shit the last few weeks. I reckon if you find him at first try score at a juicy price, that's the way to go on Tohu Harris. But yeah, feel free to have a look. Alex Johnston. So this is interesting. $1.96 on Alex Johnston. Who would have thought the Rabbitohs are playing the Warriors and you're getting almost $2 on Alex Johnston to score a try? Look, Souths have just been poor the last few weeks, so he hasn't scored for a little bit. I get that. I actually almost like Ilias at $6.25. I'm high on Ilias. I'll explain to you a little bit why later. Sorry, just quickly, that was $1.96 AJ Johnston on Sportsbet, and same with $6.25 Ilias on Sportsbet. Market value wise, not happy to look away. Model value for first try scorer, Sele 81s, 365, Ilias 41s, 365. Love both of those, or really like both of those. Market value wise, nope, happy to look away. I think, look, there's only 2 drop downs here. Like I'm so used to using the tool as it was before with first try scorer, second half, and last try scorer, and obviously the premium guys have access to that. But I think when you see these high prices, you want to have a look at like if they are 81 or above for FTS second half. And I think Tom Burgess, Havili, these kind of guys probably are, but have a look at that. I'll move on to the next game. Storm Panthers, 8 p.m. Channel 9 game on Friday night. It's going to be amazing. Remus Smith again, really good value on Ned's Ladbroke, $4.60. Naz Sopa Solomona, $4.75 on 365, looks decent. Market value, Kane Bradley is a winger on the bench for the Storm. If you reckon he's going to get a gig, he might be a good crack in the second half at some point on Neds and Ladbrokes. Nope, happy to look elsewhere now. First try scorer, Willie Warbrick, $11 on Top Sport. He was on fire, and I don't think he scored a try last week, which is frustrating. But as you guys know, I like the big odds try scorers. James Fisher Harris, $81 on 365, scored the first try, and obviously it'll be the same price. The last try on 365, so I really like that. Nas at 29s, I really like that as well. Running up against, who are you going there? Luai and Sorensen. Look, they're pretty good, to be honest, but he's just a beast. At $29, I think it's an okay price there as well. Mitch Kenny, 67s as well. That'll stick out in a second. So Mitch Kenny, $67, first try scorer in Ladbrokes. Harry Grant, 34 on 365, first try scorer. And Kami Kamika, that is going to be an awesome bet once we know whether he's starting or not. Hughes, there's a few variations of this bet that are really good. He's $26, first try scorer on TAB. Sorry. Yeah, really like that. Aside from that, there's I feel like there's another one. Leniu, I think is $51, first try scorer, second half somewhere. If you ever see Leniu, first try scorer, second half, 51s, I'll think that's good value. It's up to you whether you want to get on, but yeah, really like that play. Raiders Titans, I think this is the 3 p.m. Saturday game. David Fafita, $3.50 anytime try scorer. Absolutely love that. It's decent value according to our model, his career strike rate, and other bookies. It's just, I think it's a slam dunk. Like, he scored last week. He looks really, really good. He looks switched on. Last game before Origin, he'll be fired up. Aside from that, Tanner Boyd, $7.50 TAB. There are so many variations of Tanner Boyd on TAB to get on, and I hope this gets out and they haven't changed the prices and you guys are all able to get on this. Aside from that, first try scorer, Raiders Titans. Who are we looking at here? Sammy Solo, 81 on 365. Love that. David Fafita, 21 on 365. Love that. And Wyden, 21 365. Love that as well. So Tanner Boyd is like a ridiculous price for FTS team. I think he's 34s. First, second, and third, he was 21s, and FTS second half, he was 67s. If they haven't changed it until Wednesday, when this podcast gets out, it'll be pretty big shock to me, to be honest. But I think that if it's around Tanner Boyd on TAB, check him out. You want to see like a 34 FTS team or something close to that. You want to see something close to 51 or above FTS second half, all that kind of stuff. And around 21s for first, second, third, because that's what he was earlier. And then model value, am I missing anything? No, I'm happy to look away here. Sorry. North Queensland Tigers, Cowboys Tigers. There we go. Dearden 350 ATS. Holmes at 245 is a little bit short, but Dearden 350 ATS on 365. I really like that one. And Robson $4.75. So when we look at market value, that'll show us a few good ones, I reckon. So yeah, Dearden, decent play according to model and market value. Almost makes it to 125 in the green section for value numbers here. Nanai at 280 is okay, but I like Robson at 475. Fini Fuyaki, this guy is a back rower on the edge, and he's $29, I think, last try scorer on 365. He scored 2 weeks in a row, so just slam dunk play up against the struggling Tigers team. And Utukamanu at $11 is ridiculous. That's almost double what his odds should be if you look at his career strike rate. So yes, they're playing the Cowboys and a few other factors, but absolutely love the 11s here, and I'll find you a better way to play it in a second, which is this. So Utukamanu has scored the first try in the game, 1 in every 23 games that he's played, and you're getting $81 on TAB. So however I break it down, it's freaking good value. First try scorer, second try scorer, last try scorer, all at 81s on TAB. First try scorer team, I think, is 34s, and last try scorer team, the same odds. Just slam dunk play. Utukamanu. Dearden 21s, 365. Robson at 34s, 365. Love those as well. There's too many players almost in this game. Panua Bole, 81 FTS second half. Really like that as well. But anyways, I'll move on, guys. Broncos Dolphins. Ooh, that's not good. No idea what's happening here, but I'll have to fix this up in a sec, so I'll probably have to move on. Canterbury Newcastle, which is the Sunday 2 p.m. game. Model value, Rajab is a rookie, so be careful there. Don't actually love that price. Marju at $1.91 on Top Sport. I do like that. Matt Burner at $4.75 on TAB is just freaking awesome value. Way better than his career strike rate, but that's playing centers at Penrith, so I wouldn't pay much attention to that. It's also way better than other bookies, and like there's a lot of variations on Burden you can get, like first try scorer, second half, first try scorer team, last try scorer team, first, second, third, etc. They're all in the Punters preview article. Check that out. I love Lockie Fitzgibbon, first, second, third, 11s on TAB if that still sticks around. Left edge, Ponga loves it. Don't have to say too much more. Lockie Fitzgibbon, good price there on TAB as well. Historical, man was an man. Kurt Mann and Jacob Saifidi were both $81 FTS second half on TAB. They are crunched in now, but just incredible prices on a Tuesday evening. But no, happy to look away aside from that. Market value, as you can see here, Kurt Mann, 67s on tab. See what he is for FTS second half on a few different places. Anything close to 67, I'd love that. Burden at 34s on tab, love that as well. Gamble at 41s, Neds and Ladbrokes, absolutely love that too. I might have to have a look at Marnie stuff at 51s on tab. I didn't see that before. And Preston's a really good price for first, second, and third, and other markets on TAB as well. The Gamble 41 sticks out. Hastings is 19s, first, second, third on TAB, which is an awesome price as well. So I spent so much time on Tuesday evening writing everything up that I've bloody remembered. Like, got these prices stuck in my memory now. But yeah, a lot of value on this Dogs Knights game. So last game, guys, Manly Roosters. So obviously Turbo's missing. The Roosters have had a couple of age back rowers out, a couple of rookies in there. Really good to see who's defending next to Kiri on the left, because DC and Hamala are going to freaking terrorize them. It's going to be really cool to watch. So from that, we've got Olakawatu sticks out again. If his career strike rate converted to odds would be $2.90, and every other bookie has him at about $3.15 or less, and you're getting $4 on TAB. If that doesn't tell you its value, well then, yeah, well, I can't make any more of a case for that. Aside from that, who do we have? Olakawatu obviously sticks out as well. I might move on to first try scorer because I know that there's a couple of good value plays there. So Collins, 81s on 365, FTS and LTS, love that. Scored the last try last week, looked really good, has looked really good. Obviously, one man of the match or player of the match in the second Origin game as well. Radley at 34s is interesting on 365. Don't know which side he's playing, but I know he's obviously playing on the edge. Billy Smith has a few variations of playing him on TAB. He's $26 for first try scorer on tab. And then market value wise, from Olakawatu, 26s and tab sticks out again. Collins 81s. Oh, Cherry Evans, and a few variations of him on 34s on TAB. When I say variations, I mean team first to last match, FTS second half, first, second, or third. There's definitely a few Cherry Evans players at really good prices. And I mentioned Billy Smith already. Cool. I think that's it, guys, in terms of the numbers. So yeah, just to round up, our Discord's at like 3,050 or so. So we've gone from 300 to 3,000 there. That's all free. Our previews, our podcast articles, all that kind of stuff, that's all free. Our data tool that I just showed you guys, that's all free. So like what I guess I kind of want to see from a lot of people is there's no reason to not use the stuff that's free. So at least have a look at the best price. If you're putting multis on and same game multis on, kind of told you guys, I don't want to be a buzzkill, but it is literally pissing away your money. But if you're going to do that, if you want to have fun and piss away your money, it's up to you, I guess. Gamble responsibly and all that. But just at least find the best prices. Like if you've got a TAB account, Sportsbet account, Neds account, at least spend the extra 10 seconds to have a look at our odds comparison to find yourself the best price. Play around with the multis on a couple of different sites. It only takes you a minute more, but you'll be, it'll be shit if you actually win one of these multis at like 200 to 1 and you put like $5 on it and you win $1,000, but you realize on another site could be 400 to 1 and you would have won $2,000. So anyways, check out our Discord, guys. All our content will all be up. I think I'm doing this at Wednesday morning. We'll have the podcast up Wednesday arvo. Just come along to our Discord, and that value punting channel is me and a few of the other guys that have been using our stuff for a while. That can help you out. There's, as I said before, there's a bloody YouTube playlist and an article to explain all our stuff and what I do on this podcast. But if you want any more sort of information, advice, whatever, pop onto our Discord. We'll all help out. Anyways, enjoy round 18 of the NRL, a full round, 8 games, some absolute crackers as well. It's really, really good fun. And then we've got the Circus of Origin team selections on Monday next week, and we do it all over again. Anyways, guys, good luck. Google Wiki, Linktree for all this stuff. Gamble responsibly, and I will catch you later.